Tonight! I was waiting for the video to switch. Don't be ridiculous, Nick. Tonight, the Kermit the Frog hot air balloon at Hollywood Studios is floating away, which makes it like every balloon at Disney World ever held by a child. Only this time adults are crying. We have opening dates for many of the new offerings in 2017 at Walt Disney World. Well, that is unless they get rivers of lighted, as the kids are saying now. People are paying for fast passes, and Tom Corless is apparently allowed on FM radio. What is happening to the world? You've read WDW News Today. Now you'll experience WDW News Tonight.
Live from Orlando, Florida, WDWNT, the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news, presents WDW News Tonight. Now here are your hosts, Tom Corless and Nick LoCicero.
Yay, fake applause. Woo, it's good to be back.
Oh, it's great to be back.
And welcome to FM radio, ladies and gentlemen. For those of you unaware, this is a show about Disney World, and for some reason, this station has decided to let us on FM radio. We're grateful for it, but why, I don't know. Michelle Wargo back as our announcer. Thank you, Michelle. Wonderful as always.
Thanks for having.
We're happy to have you. In the video production booth, we got Jason Diffendahl out there somewhere.
Hey, howdy, hey.
Nick probably has you muted as usual.
Probably.
And
hey, howdy, hey.
It's my fault. I was asking him a question.
And my partner, Nick LoCicero, my partner in crime over there.
Yeah, it's so great to be on 105.5 FM, AM 660, The Answer here in Orlando. Two new stations tonight. Simulcasting our show along with the old 1520 WBZW, which has had us as our home for a couple of years now.
Going back to WDW News Today, the radio show.
Yeah.
You're wearing your marathon medal?
Well, it's
I didn't complain to you earlier that people are still wearing them around the parks, but you decided why not wear it on our show?
The race was only Sunday. Of course, I'm going to wear it a few days.
For those unaware, the Walt Disney World Marathon was this week, and I have to remember we're talking also to people in audio form now. Nick is wearing his 2017 Walt Disney World Marathon medal in the studio.
Very proud of this puppy.
And for those of you listening on the radio, we are also, congratulations, Nick. I almost forgot because I was so angry.
Love walking around with these. I don't know what the right amount of time after the race you can walk around with it, but I think I'm still in that ballpark right now.
Sure. We are also in video for those unaware. We're on YouTube. And we'll talk more about all the great places you can find us later. But, I think we've wasted enough time. And now the news! Brought to you, of course, by TeePublic. Disney today finally announced the further expansion of FastPass to two of their most popular attractions out in California, Toy Story Midway Mania at California Adventure and the Corn Dog Cart at Disneyland. No, I'm joking. It's the Matterhorn bobsleds at Disneyland, although the Corn Dog Cart probably should get it. That'll be an additional $10.
That would be great.
Yeah. By the way, they are indeed finally launching digital FastPass. You're going to have to pay for it. They're calling it Disney Max Pass, which apparently is named by the person who brought you Jingle Bell, Jingle Bam. I'm surprised to find out also that's not a Disney branded feminine hygiene product, Max Pass. FM radio, which will also allow guests. This thing will also allow guests unlimited downloads of their high-resolution PhotoPass images, but also enable the convenience of mobile booking and redemption of FastPass return times, all by using the Disneyland app. Max Pass will be available for an introductory price of $10 a day. Introductory, of course, meaning they're already telling you they're going to raise that price. And Disneyland Resort annual pass holders will also have the opportunity to purchase Max Pass on a daily or yearly basis. The other interesting part, guests will continue to have the option to use regular paper fast passes for the time being at Disneyland. They're not going anywhere.
Yeah, that's interesting.
This is berserk.
Very weird.
I did read a few comments on this, and I could see a good side to it where, because of the photos, unlimited digital photos for the day.
They already offer the PhotoPass package already exists there, though, where you can get your whole length of stay.
Yeah, but for $10.
But also almost all of the annual pass levels there also
they
include
get it, don't they?
Yeah. Yeah, I don't. Michelle has broken everything. You have to mute the mic on there.
I'm trying to find it.
Nick, quick, help her.
I think she's got a handle on
Gotta
it.
get it. She got it.
Okay, so you're saying that it. I'll just wait.
Sorry. I can't even find it.
Touch the screen. Like, there you go. You got it. There you go. All right. Our first and last FM radio show tonight. I'm happy you all could join us for this.
All right, so you don't see a benefit. There's no redeeming.
I think this
there.
is clearly part of Bob Chapek's initiative where he wants them to squeeze as much money out as they can because of lower attendance. And they have last minute decided that they can charge for FastPass services. And I think it's going to happen here at some point, but I don't know. It rubs me the wrong way. I'm okay with most of the add-on stuff. Express bus service, while it takes you places you're not supposed to see, I still think it offers a good service for the price. Even the cabanas, if I wish they were prettier looking, but I understand the point of them. This seems weird to switch to paying for something that is free and in all actuality is a completely free service just across the coast here in Florida. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and move on to our next story. I'm sure we'll talk more about that later. In alliance with Star Wars Celebration coming to Orlando, Disney will be holding an after-hours hard ticket event at Hollywood Studios called Star Wars Galactic Nights. Galactic Nights will take place, even though it's called Nights, on just one night, April 14th, 2017, from 7 p.m. to midnight. And tickets are available for $124 per child, $129 per adult. If you're an annual pass holder, it's $119 for adults, $113 for children. What's left of the attractions at Hollywood Studios will be open during this event. There will also be some exclusive offerings, including talk shows with Star Wars celebrities, character meet and greets, special stage shows, and a scavenger hunt where you try to find something open in this park. There will also be a stunning interactive projection featuring iconic Star Wars scenery, and guests will witness a celebrity motorcade, hosted shows, interactive moments, a DJ dance party, and much, much more. So there you go. Star Wars Galactic Nights is going to be coming your way April 14th. Tickets on sale now. Nick, I know you're going to be going to Star Wars Celebration. Are you going to this? You're not sure? I bought my ticket today.
I'm not sure. A quick look at the benefits of going to this does not look out of this world for the price tag. You'd have to tell me what are the perks that I'm gonna get there that I
Well,
would
I just
enjoy.
gave you the list of things.
I know nothing. I've been to Star Wars weekends. Nothing seems crazy. Nothing seems awesome here. There doesn't seem like I'll be able to see some special. I don't know. I don't think there's anything
people in the
special
chat
about
are
this.
saying this sure sounds like Star Wars weekend.
It does. It sounds like a paid day of Star Wars weekends. A few things like from a weekend crammed into one day. I don't feel I need to pay for this, especially going to Celebration this year, especially with all the Star Wars stuff at the parks and coming to the parks. I don't feel a need to pay to go to this.
Yeah. No,
and I'm a huge Star Wars, you know that. I mean, but I don't feel.
Yeah.
I mean, if it just doesn't feel like there's anything that I'm getting value wise there. I could spend that money somewhere else.
And if I didn't have to go cover it, I may have not purchased that ticket.
Right.
We'll see what happens. A Disney Parks exclusive Tsum Tsum series was released this week featuring characters from Splash Mountain. And just like the Mr. Bluebird animatronic at the end of the attraction, currently none of these will move either. The joke, because they haven't fixed that. It's been like 5 months and Mr. Bluebird's still not moving. But anyway,
that's a shame.
Yes. Anyway.
Poor Mr. Bluebird.
Yeah, no. He's playing the what is that thing kids are doing now? Mannequin challenge. You don't move. What kids? Michelle has told me yes, that is indeed what kids are doing.
That is called
Can you fill
the
us in
mannequin
on
challenge.
this?
You just freeze, and then somebody takes video of everybody frozen in time.
Oh, like a bunch of people?
Mm-hmm.
Like creepy?
Like my workout group has done it. It's people do it on airplanes, like wherever you are.
See, it's good to have Michelle here because she can tell us what normal people are doing.
That doesn't sound normal.
We could learn about things outside of our fandom bubble.
Is it for a cause? Is it like the ice bucket challenge?
No. It's just it's like when people were doing the cinnamon on the spoon. It's just something stupid to do.
What was that dance thing people were doing? There was a dance one.
Yeah,
Flash
mob? They just kind of like
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what that was all about. But
What's the cinnamon on the spoon?
We don't understand children. Cinnamon
What?
challenge.
How do you not know this?
Oh, man.
If you can actually
Supposed to
down
put
it without like choking.
Oh,
You have to
yeah.
hold it in a spoonful of cinnamon.
Right.
You hold it in your mouth for like
Okay.
a minute or something.
I know
but
about that.
you
Yeah.
aspirate it and you
Yeah.
end up.
You know
like
what they
that.
say? A spoonful of cinnamon makes the Tonys come up. That's what I've heard. That's how that goes, right?
Apparently.
I don't know. Anyway, moving on.
What?
Nothing. Never mind. Formerly titled Misfortune Falls, the new attraction coming to Disney's Typhoon Lagoon in 2017 has a new name. It's now apparently Misfortune Falls was too much for Disney execs to handle, as it just reminded them of last summer. Misadventure Falls, the new name, is an all-new family raft attraction owned by Captain Mary Oceaneer, a seafaring treasure hunter whose hull was caught in a rogue typhoon and scattered across the tropical paradise. The rogue typhoon, of course, will be covered at greater length in its own mediocre standalone ride at a later time. Mary Oceaneer is a member of the Society of Adventurers and Explorers, made famous in Mystic Manor, the Jungle Navigation Limited, Skipper Canteen, Jock Lindsay's Hangar Bar, just to name a few. So the SCA should tie in some fun ways to this new ride. And from your 4-person raft, you'll feel a rush of excitement with family and friends as an aquatic conveyor belt shoots you into action. And then hold on tight as you spy precious artifacts collected from all around the globe and mostly from rides closed by Bob Iger. And if you're lucky enough, you may even meet the captain's old diving partner, an audio animatronic parrot who's recycled from Pirates of the Caribbean.
Oh, for real?
No, I'm joking. There will be an audio animatronic parrot.
Yeah. Oh,
That's
that's
awesome.
great.
So there you go. Attraction is set to open in March 2017 at Walt Disney World's Typhoon Lagoon Water Park, which is still before the opening of Pandora, the world of Avatar. There you go, Nick.
First dance of 2017.
There you go. People in the chat have informed me the Harlem Shake was the
that's
internet
correct.
craze.
Yes.
Yeah. There you
Forgot
go.
about that.
All right. Moving on. Starting January 11th. So what's that, today? That's today.
Yeah.
Disney Vacation Club members can get a special welcome every time they enter a Walt Disney World theme park, as cast members will get down on all fours and grovel at their feet. No. Park entry touch points will activate a purple to green light sequence upon a successful scan with a magic band for members, and cast members have been instructed to give these guests a welcome home message. This will, of course, happen after the 4 failed blue ring of death effects on the scanner after you can't successfully scan.
Pretty sure Michelle's taking naughty photos in the studio here
I
right
think he's
now.
trying to
Naughty
decide.
photos.
See, this one looks better.
Oh, which one looks better? Okay, gotcha.
Right?
Which
Better.
What is she trying to figure out? What
We
looks-
should have the people
Wait,
in the
we can
chat
s-
vote.
She's on camera now, so I'm going to
Yeah.
go, there you go. Oh, no, Jason broke it now. Jason, what'd you do?
Aw.
Come on, there we go.
So
Now you're on
which,
camera.
we need to have the people in the chat vote that are watching us
One?
on our live stream right now.
Which one?
Which microphone does Michelle look better talking out of?
Are they
On the
both?
left or
Are
the-
they both on?
No.
No.
Oh,
this
okay.
one.
All right.
So
Sorry, radio listeners.
which one is more aesthetically pleasing?
This
More-
one fills the frame better,
Mhm.
but this one is currently on. So
You wanted her hair. See what
Now,
we
you
have
know,
to deal with now?
I can have more microphones too. There you go. Now I've got 2 microphones now. So everybody happy now?
yes,
All right.
that makes me extremely
All
happy.
right. Got to feel more important. Pull around the other 2 in a minute here.
I feel bad for people only listening on the audio stream. Make sure you
Thanks
head
so
over
much.
I feel bad for anybody
Yeah.
watching or listening.
to YouTube or listen.wdwnt.com.
Where was I? Oh, here we go. The Muppet Vision fountain, of course, at Hollywood Studios was temporarily turned into a planter to accommodate Star Wars themed land construction nearby. But it seems that galaxy far, far away will have a long-lasting impact on the look of the 1991 Hollywood Studios attraction. It appears as if the iconic Kermit the Frog hot air balloon, which has loomed over the courtyard for 26 years, will be removed at some point over the next few weeks. Yep, it'll be replacing the old-style characters in flight balloon at Disney Springs. No, it's actually, we don't know if it's coming back. It sounds like it's not. So the Muppet Vision balloon going to be going bye-bye.
Theme park connection.
Yeah, maybe.
Would you buy that? Thing's huge.
Would I buy the balloon?
Yeah.
If I had somewhere to put it.
Top of your house.
Well, my car got stolen, so I guess I could use
You
some.
need it.
I could use some sort of vehicle at this point.
It's good transportation. You could use it to fly over Orlando and look for your car.
Or just get aerial photos of. That's actually where we get those aerial photos from. I go up in a hot air balloon.
People have been asking.
It's actually the blimp from Island at the Top of the World. I go up in.
I'd love to see people debating where we get those photos from because none of them are right.
Josh believes it's a really long selfie stick.
Yeah.
It's really, really, really long. Telescoping.
I actually flew up there on Tom's ego.
Oh, thanks.
It's
I'm not the one wearing a race medal to a radio show, but anyway. Oh, anyway.
You there's more than one on there.
My Donald Half.
Wait, what's going on over there? Do you have 2 medals on now, Jason?
I looked up and I saw that.
Why do you have 2 medals?
Well, I mean, it's the Donald Half Marathon medal. Like, it's really cool. It's the special anniversary, 20th anniversary, right there.
That was this year?
Yeah, double X.
Isn't that the one that got rained out?
Well, yes.
Spoiler alert! I haven't gotten to that story yet.
But I still got the medal. You know. Some people, I guess, officially ran for it. I guess we'll talk about that. Kind of officially.
Anyway, I'll just skip to that. Why don't we just talk about that now?
Yeah.
Walt Disney World canceled the half marathon and all race events on Saturday the 7th.
7th?
Yeah, 7th. Which forced thousands of people to run around Disney resorts and in open theme parks, even though it's not supposed to be allowed. But don't feel bad, everyone. These people did get to walk in a line that was 13.1 miles long to retrieve the medal from the event that did not happen.
Is that what you did?
I did not. He
didn't have to because he ran all of the events, so they let him get it on Sunday.
Yeah, after I ran the full marathon.
But I guess the people that just did the half had to go wait in that line at Wide World of Sports.
This medal right here, the full marathon.
I can hear you clanging.
Yeah.
I got to pick up my Donald medal at the end of that race, along with my Goofy and my Dopey. Yeah. And
Dopey is the word.
So I didn't have to wait in that line. No. But look. I do want to address this. I have a couple minutes. I think
sure. We're only already behind schedule.
I know, that's fine. You told me because I used Saturday to rest. Once I found out that I wasn't running a half marathon on Friday night, I just rested Saturday because I knew I had the full marathon on Sunday, and then why bother? But apparently a lot of people out there, you saw people like running supposedly.
I saw people running around the the hotels
on Saturday. Yeah.
I went to lunch. I'm going to tell the Caribbean Beach story. Can I tell the Caribbean Beach story?
Yeah.
Jason, if you could show. Number one, I went to get this cup. This cup is amazing.
It's amazing. Yeah.
So I'm in line there, and it's a decent line because people have been running, and now they want to eat their lunch after doing their imposter half marathon. The lady in front of me, her and her husband already have two large pasta dishes, and now they're buying 2 more entrees. So the guy at the counter is really chatty, so he decides to ask her, like, "Oh, why are you buying more food?" And she's like, "Well, I have to carbo load, and I got to get ready for the race, and I need to eat this, and blah, 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 blah." And so she moves over to the side, and then I pull up there, and the guy's like, "Oh, I ordered a chicken sandwich." The guy's like, "Oh, so why you need this chicken sandwich?" I go, "I need pictures of it." And everyone in the line's just laughing. I don't think anyone had any idea what I meant, but just the idea that she needs it for a marathon and I need photos of it. Also, while this is going on, I'm holding this cup filled with a mango smoothie and a Mickey Mouse straw. So if I didn't sound ridiculous enough, day in the life of Tom Cruise.
I can't believe people felt the need that they had that because they got canceled, they had to go out there and run around. You saw people running around Epcot.
Yeah, like they're
inside.
They ran around inside World Showcase, and all I can think about is that's not allowed. They yell at people for running in the morning.
Apparently,
yeah. I found one guy got like stuck behind a stroller and actually like shook his head like they were wrong. He's running around Epcot. This is 2 in the afternoon. 2 in the afternoon.
Yeah.
No, you should have been done by now, first of all.
Well, then that's my thing. This isn't, I kind of thought about having this as my mad about, but I'm just going to talk about it here. There were people that commented out here on WDWNT.com and elsewhere that they should have run the race, that they should have figured out how to do it. And the people also were commenting, and I saw the timestamp on their comments at like 10 o'clock in the morning. Oh, it's beautiful out. They should have run. By 10 o'clock, 99% of the runners are done on a half marathon. I woke up and I looked outside my window at 6 o'clock in the morning, and I am thankful that Disney canceled this. I didn't want to be out there in that miserable weather. Yeah. And the logistics logistics of pushing this race or postponing it or doing any of that, forget about it. Disney's not going to do that. This was fine. This was totally fine. And anybody complaining that they should have accommodated it and somehow did it, I think it's ridiculous. I think
try made the right call.
The logistics of having 20,000 people show up and then trying to figure out what to do with them while it's thundering and lightning and raining.
You're basically explaining Hollywood studios on any given day.
Well,
20,000 people show up and you have no idea what to do with them.
Well, remember the hurricane? Didn't people get upset because Disney didn't know what to do with all these people?
Disney was forced. They really could have functioned more than they did, but they were forced to close. Governments forced them to close.
Right, but in this situation, you didn't want that crowd there. You
this is different because this would have been people running outside, not riding rides indoors.
Yeah, but you would have had to figure out what to do with them. You would have had to bring them off the course. They can't run in lightning. They have to pause the race.
Their announcement said an abundance of caution, and I get it, and that's fine. And I really, for a outdoor running event, I think weather cancellations are part of the game.
But I think people were already upset there's this weird thing, and it's something we talked about here on the show. People have this negative attitude towards Disney, just trying to cut costs, budget, save money, and I don't know. I know I'm naive, but I don't. Yes, they probably saved some money doing this, but I don't think it was some evil plan to save money.
Were they happy in the end that they saved money?
Maybe,
yes, but in fairness, the weather was really and when they canceled it at 10 whatever it was the night before, it was really bad outside.
It was really bad. I was still up. It was maybe 12:30 in the morning, and it was really, really bad.
Yeah, that's about what it sounded like.
There was gale force winds, and my phone was going off with alerts, and it was nasty out. And you have to think about all the volunteers that were setting up everything. Nobody wants to be out in that.
No.
Like, I was afraid in where I was, you know. Indoors, I was scared. So
we're woefully behind. Can I?
Yeah, you continue.
Okay, I'm going to keep doing the news then. Over the next several weeks, Disney will be testing several new animal experiences around Animal Kingdom Park. While many of the tests will occur prior to park opening, some of them may take place during park operating hours. During the testing, guests and cast may see birds and possibly other small mammals or reptiles outside of their typical locations. But be aware that the animals will be monitored at all times. So even if a giant lizard begins eating your face, be advised, this is just a test. You are being watched. Just a test. Don't worry about it.
I want to do that.
You want to have your face eaten by a
lizard? No, I just want to be there with you.
Oh, okay.
Well, yeah.
All right.
A lizard could lick my face, but that's about it. That's as far as I go.
Okay. So you go to first base with the lizard?
Yeah, exactly.
All right. Moving on, the now infamous Kingdom Cabanas at the Magic Kingdom will be offered at a discounted price over the next few weeks, which is now just one arm and no legs. The Kingdom Cabanas are discounted to $4.99. What a deal! Between January 17th and February 17th, 2017. They were typically priced at $649, which is, of course, $500 more than a Disney after-hours ticket. The price change is an adjustment in an effort to increase sales during these slower weeks of the year.
Can I ask a silly question?
Yes.
What is a Kingdom Cabana?
Oh, boy. They are these wonderful white tents in Tomorrowland at the Magic Kingdom that they rent out to people that they can go relax and eat ice cream and
are you kidding?
Yeah, and escape the troubles of the park. Yeah.
That's horrible.
Yeah. Oh, it's been all the rage. I hear you clanging.
Metal's got in the way.
Oh my God. Yeah, he added another one.
Oh, no, I always had that one on. That was my dopey medal. That was always there.
All right.
Got that for doing all 4 runs.
There.
Beginning January 12th and running through February 22nd, guests of the Magic Kingdom will be able to purchase one-day quick service dining plans called Disney Dine on the Go. The test period will allow guests who purchase the package to receive certificates redeemable for one lunch and dinner, quick service meal, and a drink with each. Sadly, non-alcoholic, because you really would have needed that to get through some of these. The test will take place at Casey's Corner, Columbia Harbor House, Cosmic Rays, Pecos Bills, Pinocchio's Village Haas, and the Tomorrowland Terrace Restaurant. And all packages are $29 plus tax per person, $12 plus tax for children. The Coca-Cola store at Disney Springs has offered international flavors of soda since it opened back in July, including the infamous Beverly drink from Italy. The drink is well known from its nearly 2 decades it has spent at Epcot as part of various vomit puddles. It's famous for its time at Club Cool, formerly Ice Station Cool, back in the day. Ask your parents, kids. Surprising, unexpected guests from around the world with its unique flavor. Well, the Coca-Cola store at Disney Springs is now mixing up the palate cleanser in an alcoholic concoction called Beverly's Revenge.
Oh, yeah.
And it's made with Hendrick's Gin, Salerno Blood Orange Liqueur, and as you might have guessed, Beverly. And how is it? Well, on the scale of revenges, I would rate it better than both Montezuma's and Revenge of the Sith. So I don't know if that tells you anything, but regardless.
It sounds, knowing what Beverly tastes like, honestly, these sound like good things to mix it with.
It was really good.
Yeah.
It definitely, Beverly is probably more of a mixing drink. You would have never realized it till now.
That's awesome.
There you go. The Florida resident Discover Disney 3-day and 4-day tickets are back.
All right.
They're on sale now. They're good for 3 or 4 day visits to Walt Disney World theme parks between January 4th and June 9th. The 3-day ticket is $139 for ages 3 and up. The 4-day ticket is $159, and you could also add water park fun and more, and for a discounted price and park hopper. The most interesting facet of this is that there is a segment of blackout dates, May 27th through June 9th, at only Animal Kingdom, which means this could indicate the opening of Pandora, the World of Avatar.
Of Avatar.
We might have an opening date.
No
it might
way.
be around May 27th.
That makes sense. Memorial weekend.
Yeah, right?
I can see them shooting
Could
for
you
that.
imagine when this thing opens? Like, what will we talk about on this show anymore?
Oh, my.
This show
the
will have
running
to
joke.
end.
I'm sure we can supply some of those.
It's going to be like The Office after Steve Carell left. You keep watching, but you're not really sure why. Anyway, starting December 21st, Walt Disney World annual pass holders were given their very own designated entry lines at the 4 major theme parks. It funnels directly into guest relations so they can complain about it.
You're clanging.
Clapping and clanging, yeah.
It happens.
All right, this is the last story. No, I got like 3 more stories. Let's do this quick.
That was good, though.
Tony's Town Square Restaurant, the Liberty Tree Tavern, the Skipper Canteen, and Royal Table at the Magic Kingdom are now serving alcohol during lunch and dinner. The drinks offered at Tony's Town Square, they have an Italian wine and beer list, including a Chianti Superiore, designated to pair with the grilled pork chop. Don't worry about the rest of the Tony's menu. Liberty Tree Tavern will serve beer, cider, and domestic wine to go with its American cuisine. A New England lager pairs with the Patriots platter of roasted turkey, pork, and prime rib. You know what it doesn't pair with? The pot roast, because it's gone.
It is.
Anyway.
Poor pot roast.
The Skipper Canteen has some foreign beverages, and of course, the Royal Table, they will serve champagne and sparkling wine so your eyes can sparkle like Cindy's slippers.
Aw. Was that in the press release, or is
No,
that yours?
I wrote
Aw,
that.
that's
Yeah,
good.
that's
Thank you. The Walt Disney Company recently awarded a patent for audio animatronics that can follow guests with their eyes. So it seems we may be getting that 5 Nights at Freddy's attraction soon again. No, you guys don't know what that is.
Yeah,
All right.
that's weird. I actually just found out what that was.
Someone in the
It's
chat's
weird.
going to get it.
Yeah, they'll get it.
Disney After Hours will return, Nick. It's coming back. Returning to
good.
the Magic Kingdom January 20th and 27th, February 2nd, 9th, and 16th, and March 2nd and 9th. Tickets cost now just $119, which is $30 less than a original Disney After Hours ticket. Disney is hoping the new tagline will help draw people in as well.
See,
The new-
Michelle, we have plenty of running jokes.
Yeah.
This is the
other
you
than
find
other
funny.
than Nick being a runner.
whoa.
Get it?
Oh,
I
see
like
now that
that.
one.
Get it? Running.
Yeah, I need that over here so I can do something.
Disney is hoping the new tagline will also help bring people into Disney After Hours. That new tagline, of course, is, "Hey, at least you didn't pay for fast passes." I'm joking. The new tagline, "It's $500 cheaper than a cabana." There you go. Last story, priced at $15 per person per day, $24 per person for multi-day use. Express bus transportation was introduced recently, picking up guests from inside the theme parks and utilizing backstage areas to reach destinations faster. Of course, they utilize what used to be a backstage area at Hollywood Studios. But anyway, the buses only provide service between the 4 theme parks, and usually they're pretty empty. So if you ever
That's
wanted
cool.
the smell of a Walt Disney World bus all to yourself,
Yeah.
you can now live out that dream. And of course, that's the news. It was brought to you by T Public. Michelle, tell everybody about our wonderful partners at T Public.
Well, don't forget to shop apparel and accessories for Disney fans through WDWNT.com and TeePublic. Just go to WDWNT.com and click the TeePublic ad to shop for hundreds of designs for t-shirts, phone cases, prints, and more, including exclusive WDWNT and WDW News Tonight logo apparel, as well as original creations such as Figaro is a cat. 7? Make the movie ride great again, and more. Make the most of tonight's commercial breaks and head to WDWNT.com and start shopping by clicking the TeePublic link. TeePublic, an official partner of WDW News Tonight.
Don't miss the Old Florida Outdoor Festival featuring the Barbecue Blast. Friday night and Saturday, February 10th and 11th at the Northwest Recreation Complex in Apopka. Featuring concerts, fireworks, the huge car show, the Florida State Barbecue Championship, and more. All absolutely free. Yup, free. Check out the Best State Competition Friday night, Jill's Cash Box on the amphitheater stage, and huge fireworks show. Then Saturday, barbecue teams from across the country compete for the State Barbecue Championship. Plus, you can rev it up with the biggest classic car show ever. Lots of family fun things to do. Plus, after a day filled with cars, barbecue, and family fun, the amphitheater stage heats up with 2 fantastic country stars, hitmaker Dave Nail and the always great Rodney Atkins.
I've been watching.
All free. Yeah, free. Paid for parking. Some of the kids' rides require a wristband, but admission is free. Go online to oldfloridooutdoorfestival.com for a schedule of events. The Old Florida Outdoor Festival featuring the Barbecue Blast, February 10th and 11th at the Northwest Recreation Complex, 3710 Jason Dwelly Parkway. Presented by the City of Apopka. Sponsored by this Salem Media Group station.
Have you racked up more than $10,000 in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? You should know the credit card companies are tricking you into thinking there's no way out. Credit card companies would rather you didn't know that there are ways you can become debt-free and you don't have to pay the entire amount you owe. There are debt relief programs that help people like you escape overwhelming credit card debt. National Debt Relief has helped tens of thousands of people just like you reduce more than $500 million of debt. National Debt Relief has helped so many people. They're A+ rated by the Better Business Bureau. You don't have to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan. You have the right to settle your debt for a mere fraction of what you owe. Reduce a portion of your debt now. Call National Debt Relief at 800-518-4020. 800-518-4020. That's 800-518-4020.
I'm Robin Trzynski from the Original Mattress Factory. If you're in the market for a new mattress, this is your wake-up call. Have you noticed something strange is happening? Suddenly, there are as many mattress stores as there are coffee shops. Why? What's really going on? Are they competitors or something else? Every holiday, a different sale. Every day, a different price. Do you think it is their intention to confuse us? My father Ron told me, trust your gut. It knows what your head hasn't figured out yet. At the Original Mattress Factory, we have never had a sale. Why? Well, let's just say the usual mattress sales don't fit our values. Our formula is comfort, support, and durability at a fair price. How? Your original mattress is designed here, made here, and only sold here. Looking for an honest price on a hand-built mattress? No reason to wait for a holiday to shop. Today works for us too. The Original Mattress Factory. Thoughtfully made, honestly priced. OriginalMattress.com.
Through time and space, together we race to brave new worlds across the
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. We are live on 105.5 The Answer on FM here in Orlando.
You missed the 5. 105.5.
105.5. That's it.
I think this is 105. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
105.5. I know how radio works. FM 660 AM and also 1520 WBZW.
Radio works.
AM. We're also live at listen.wdwnt.com. We're live on WDWNT, the app. We're live on YouTube. We're live in a whole lot of places.
Radio.
And thank you all for joining us, as always. Nick, we have a game. We have a new game tonight.
We do have a good game tonight.
How many medals do you have on?
Just the same ones I've always had on.
There are more.
Yeah, no, he's definitely added more.
There's the marathon. There's the half marathon. There's the 5K. Got the 5K.
What is that, Pluto?
That is Pluto.
5K? Okay.
First medal
Oh,
5K.
Every time I do the 5Ks,
been
it's
rubber,
plastic. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is
Man.
good stuff right here.
Was it more expensive?
No, maybe. I don't know. I don't pay attention. I just sign up.
He's such a baller, folks.
We have,
Wow.
we have the Goofy. We have the Doofy, of course.
Wait, so how many is that? Before we went to break, you had 2 or 3 on.
Yeah, well, this is 5.
And that's from this weekend?
That's all from this weekend. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that's
So
fine.
how long are you wearing these? That was discussed a little earlier.
I mean, tonight's probably the last night. I mean, I might wear them to bed one more night. But you know, it gets tough. It gets stuffy. You know, it's hard.
Well, the clanging probably keeps you awake.
Gonna go to a chiropractor for the neck.
Oh, Nick.
So we're playing a game tonight.
We are playing.
It is called Star Tours Race to the Death Star Plans. And this is all because Tom is putting up a prize tonight. This is a wonderful prize. This is a MagicBand 2. A MagicBand 2, a
Yes.
limited edition Rogue One MagicBand featuring director Krennic.
Oh, it fell out of the box. There we go.
There you go.
I'm looking on the screen now to see what it looks like.
Yeah, look at that.
Ooh.
I know. That is a nice MagicBand. That prize is up for you to win tonight. And
For those of you who thought he was going to say grab, well, you're surprised.
in order to do that, we're going to play a little game that Tom came up with: Star Tours Race to the Death Star Plans. Now, this is a pretty simple. This game it uses no strategy really. It's mostly luck, but
Yes.
it is going to be a lot of fun, and we just wanted to get a lot of people involved in this game. And I think this is a good way to do it. So, as people know, Star Tours, The Adventures Continue, has different scenes that you could go through, different planets you could visit, different takeoff scene, and a different hologram transmission scene. And it seems like we're already getting phone calls, 407-774-8255. If you want to line up to play the game, you can do that right now. But here's the deal. We picked an order. We picked a sequence. We picked 4 events. We're not going to tell you what those events are, but we picked 4 events. We have them down here. We can all see them. We're not changing them on you. They're right here in our script in front of us. Everybody sees them. So we have our four things down there. So what you have to do is give us a call at 407-774-8255, and you have to pick a takeoff sequence, one of the 2 takeoff sequences. I can name them, right? Or is that part of the game, Tom? Do I have to let people?
No, we'll give them the name.
Okay, so either Vader or the Imperial probe droid for your takeoff scene. You have to pick a first destination planet, either Tatooine, Hoth, Kashyyyk, or Jakku. You have to pick a hologram transmission, either Akbar, Princess Leia, Yoda, or BB-8. And then you have to pick the final destination, the second planet you go to, whether it be the Death Star, Coruscant, or Naboo. So we have a sequence picked out. You have to call with your sequence, and then we will, whoever gets it right.
You have to get all of them
You
right.
have to get all 4 right. You get one shot at it. You have to get all 4 right. Whoever can do that tonight is going to be sent this wonderful MagicBand 2 featuring director Krennic from Rogue One. So, pretty simple game. Again, 407-774-8255 is the phone number tonight. You can give us a call. And of course, this game is brought to you by Theme Park Connection.
Yes, Theme Park Connection helps collectors bring the magic of Disney right into their home. They offer the best selection of traditional and hard-to-find Disney and other entertainment-based items. Whatever treasure you are looking for, you will likely find it in their extensive online store at themeparkconnection.com or in person at their retail location just off OBT near the Florida Mall. Theme Park Connection is your connection to your dream collection.
All right. Our first contestant tonight for our Star Tours Race to the Death Star Plans game is going to be Georgia. Good evening, Georgia.
Hello.
Hello. Now, are you a fan of Star Wars? I think you are. I think I sent you some Star Wars prizes for the last game, I think, maybe.
Yes, indeed.
All right. So you know your sequences. You probably have your favorites. And we're gonna have you take us through a sequence of Star Tours. All right. So, what do you have as your? What do you think the takeoff sequence is?
takeoff sequence.
Darth.
Let's go with Vader.
Prepare to be boarded, Captain.
I'm afraid there's been a terrible mistake.
All right, you're going with Darth Vader. What's your first destination?
Jakku, Kashyyyk, Hoth, or Tatooine?
Let's go with Tatooine.
A little pod race in there. Tatooine is your sequence. And which hologram transmission are you going with?
Princess Leia, Yoda, BB-8, or Admiral Akbar?
Let's go with BB-8.
Oh, adorable little BB-8. And then what's your final destination?
We'll go with Naboo.
Boo.
What do you mean we broke your ship? You broke our viewport. And I did not give you permission to come aboard.
All right, funny little droid there. All right, let's see. Let's check in with good old Mace Windu and see if you got this correct. Mace, did she get this one right?
No, you have lost.
Oh, Georgia, I'm sorry, but thank you.
Greatest sound effect I've ever heard.
I want that on my phone as my text tone now.
That should just be any game show now. No, you have lost. Oh, man.
I'm sorry, Georgia. Thanks for playing
That's
tonight.
so mean. But so funny.
All right.
It's worse than that. Wah-wah.
So that's it. That's how you play the game. Give us a call, 407-774-8255, 407-774-8255. Looking for more contestants to play the Star Tours Race to the Death Star Plan games. And we'll play it all night. If we don't get a winner, we'll keep playing all night until we're able to give away
someone guesses
that MagicBand too.
Correct. They're correct. Path to the Death Star.
So if you're listening, we're not going to tell you if they got any part right. So we're not going to make it that easy for you guys. But if you want to listen and keep track to the contestants beforehand, that may be a good way to go about trying to win this game.
Let's remark then what already got said. What she picked: Darth Vader, Tatooine, BB-8, and Naboo. So that is not that order is not correct.
But that said, any of those individual pieces could be in the correct path to the Death Star, but at least that 4 combination is not right. All right. Well, Chris is going to give it a shot right now. Good evening, Chris.
Good evening, guys.
Hey, Chris. You big Star Tours fan?
I am.
You know your sequences? All right. Let's see if you can take us on the right one. What do you got as our takeoff sequence? Vader or the probe droid?
We'll start with Vader.
Prepare to be boarded, Captain.
I'm afraid there's been a terrible mistake.
Little Vader for you. Now, how about the first planet? Tatooine, Hoth, Kashyyyk, or Jakku?
Go with Kashyyyk.
Home of the Wookiees. All right. How about the hologram transmission?
Let's go with Leia.
This is our most desperate hour. Help me, Star Tours. You're my only hope.
Gotta love the Leia. And your final planet destination?
Let's go with Death Star.
Oh, that's not that time. All right. Let's check in with Luke Skywalker and see if you got this one right. Hey, Luke, did Chris get this one right?
No!
Oh. Chris,
this is the greatest thing ever.
Sorry, Chris, but thanks for playing tonight.
That's okay. Thanks, guys.
All right, we have another contestant this evening, I think. No, maybe we don't. Let me go.
Someone put their phone in a washing machine and then called us. Maybe it'd be easier to answer the phones if you didn't have 18 race medals.
Maybe someone calling from Coruscant. It happens.
Maybe from Alderaan, and then they got cut off.
Wow.
Too soon?
All right, so that's how you play Star Tours Race to the Death Star Plans. We're looking for more contestants as the night goes on. 407-774-8255. In the meantime, Tom, would you like to move on to let people know what you and I are angry about?
Sure.
I have access to the entire curse word library. This new console is done.
It's a damn poor mind indeed. Can't think of at least 2 ways to spell a word.
No further, see, it's all around this place.
I don't like Sam.
I don't like Jane was bad.
It was awful.
I was
Get him away!
Hey, boo!
Ooh. Oh, so great to be back on here and be angry about stuff. I'm going to go first in case I have to answer the phones. Yeah. I, Tom, am angry at the people who visit WDWNT.com.
Yeah, I'm not angry at them. They are very good to me.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tom. These people are literally insane. Now, there's probably only a small portion of people that actually leave comments on your posts that go to this website. But they put me through the most angst I ever have in my entire week. I dread putting together the wonderful world of psychotic comments every single week because I have to read through the inane drivel that people post as comments on your website. They are the like
Oh, he's so angry he can't even talk, folks.
They're just like these people that just can't be happy about anything, can't enjoy anything, can't enjoy life, can't enjoy. They just want to.
Have you ever been on a forum?
No, I avoid
this
forums
is
for
any
these
forum.
reasons. I know this, but why? Why?
Disney's supposed to be happy.
I don't understand it when you This is what they enjoy. I don't even think they read the content on the website. I think people just enjoy going on there and doing these things, and they come up with the stupidest things. These I'm a conspiracy person. I love reading about conspiracies, but these people, we should have an official WDWNT tinfoil hat that we give out to people on your website because these people are crazy. They drive me nuts. There are a few little gems that I get to pick out in there.
They really make that segment coming up work, though.
Well, they do. And they fight back and forth. And I don't know if these people don't understand that they're doing the same thing. Like that they blame someone for doing something. It's hypocrisy is off the chain. I mean, they just it really bothers me. It really, really disturbs me. Quite literally, and I have to recover it with like pictures of kittens and puppies playing that Michelle sends me.
I do. I send lots of fun videos.
And to get over these comments online. But they do out of this garbage, they do bring us the wonderful world of psychotic comments every week, and we appreciate that, and we appreciate you visiting WDWNT. But my goodness, people,
stop being so.
Like I dread ooh. Like when I go to a post and see like 50 comments on a large soda cup being taken away, this is the thing. Like I can understand. Charging for FastPass.
We have made a career out of minutia, though. Like that's our gimmick, though. Is ridiculous little stuff like that means a lot because we're fans. We're very involved. Now the soda cup one might be a little ridiculous, but
my goodness,
like a hot air balloon going away.
Tom.
Like that's the stuff
that's important.
Means something.
That means something. A soda cup going away.
Someone in the chat said, "Welcome to the internet."
Epic. Yeah, but see, until this, I could have avoided it. I avoided you people, and now
see, I think this is what makes the internet great. Is I love.
You love trolls.
I love. I love our Facebook comments. And that's kind of part of the reason why we just kind of let them go is I think it's so enjoyable.
I like it when two people fight with each other in the comments.
Ooh, we got some of that.
Yeah, you do. So, by the way, Michelle's going to be reading wonderful world of psychotic comments from now on. I passed it off to her.
He can't take the stress if you couldn't tell how worked up he gets.
Now it's Michelle's problem.
Yeah. I'm really happy about it.
You done ranting short round?
I am.
Right. Good. My problem is this is probably the weirdest nitpicky one I've ever done. My problem is Epcot event hashtags. The hashtag for the Epcot International Festival of the Arts is Artful Epcot.
Yeah.
Artful Epcot. For Flower and Garden a couple years ago, it was Fresh Epcot. Then there was like
horrible. Who's coming up with these?
I think Food and Wine was like Epcot Fresh or something like that. What is with the? It's like if the hashtag for this show was Funny Corless. Like, what are you doing? Like that doesn't like people are going to see this hashtag and not know what the hell you're talking about. Why can't it just be hashtag Epcot Art Fest or hashtag Epcot Food Fest or like something normal? No, you got these pretentious kids that come out of their college and they took a social media course, which is a thing that's being offered now.
Do they really need to be taught social media? They grew up with social media.
Yeah, and they take it as a course now, and they think these are things that I learned in my PR class that you should do this and you should do that. And no, you're stupid. This is stupid. It's dumb. Just use a hashtag that people actually remember. The idea is to get the thing trending, and if people don't know what the hashtag is or can't remember it or isn't simple enough, people aren't going to use it, and it's not going to trend. You're actually defeating the purpose of having a hashtag.
What did you say the new one is?
I think it's Artful Epcot.
Oh,
why don't they just do Epcot Art or Art Epcot
or Epcot Art Fest or any of those things that
makes
you
sense.
might search? Because if you ever use the Twitter app, you have to like start searching and you put in like the first couple letters and then it might find it. But no one's gonna be looking for Artful Epcot. Mm-mm. No one's gonna find it. Ridiculous. That's what I'm mad about. Angry about. Whatever the name of this segment. We have 5.5 minutes now. In the someone in the chat said make hashtag funny Corless trend worldwide. Oh, tasty! Someone put tasty Epcot. For this game, we've been informed there are 120 possible combinations.
Yeah.
So there is the possibility that no one could win.
We have plenty of listeners out there, and so just call and give it a shot. This one takes no skill. We're giving you the choices, so even if you don't know what the choices are, and I'm sure this makes a great gift if you win it and are a Star Wars fan. Give it to the Star Wars fan in your life.
It's a MagicBand 2.
Unlinked, so it's not like linked to
no,
Tom's
it's not
account.
linked to my account. It'll work.
So there you go.
It's cool.
Love it.
There you go.
All right. So 407-774-8255 if you want to call in with that. Tom, did you want to save the food till the next hour? You want to? What would you like to do?
What are we doing now?
Well, we could either eat food or we could have Michelle read some comments. You want to eat some of this popcorn bark?
Yeah, let's do the popcorn now.
All right,
so here's the story. Last week, you may recall we did a post on the site where I reviewed popcorn brittle. Which is
instead of peanut brittle?
it's popcorn between that clear.
Oh my God, what's happening over there?
Metals just wiped out.
How many metals does he have?
Everything.
You have to unplug your headphones, Nick. Unplug the headphones. There you go.
That's what you get for wearing 5 medals.
I think he's up to 6 now.
6? There wasn't even 6 medals for this year.
I don't think he cares.
Popcorn brittle.
Yeah, he's definitely wearing 6.
Replace peanuts with popcorn. You have popcorn brittle. There is another one. I haven't posted the video yet. It'll probably go up tomorrow. So you here watching WDW News Tonight live or listening live on FM radio. Disney Parks is now also selling in tins a popcorn bark. And what popcorn bark is, it is caramel corn wedged between milk chocolate in a bark. So I'm going to switch to who has it in their hands currently. Michelle, yes. You can go ahead and show it to the camera there. I'll switch you over. There it is, and you could move it closer to the camera. Maybe people could see it a little better. So there it is. It's literally caramel corn encased in milk chocolate. You guys want to go ahead and try that, break into it. I've already had some, so I'm good. If I may say, this is quite honestly my favorite theme park snack I've ever had. Why are you coming in here? Oh, I've already had some. I had some at home. Please enjoy.
It's got the salted caramel.
Take it back. That's why I gave it to you in there. Do you like it, Michelle? Is it good?
This is really, really good.
Yeah, I think it's... I like really chocolate-covered pretzels a lot, and there's that salty chocolate flavor there, but also there's this hint of caramel from the caramel corn. It's really... You and the damn metal.
I think he's got more on.
I think, moron pretty accurately explains the situation.
Well, and this bark has like sea salt on top. It was really good.
There's Nick eating it now.
Which one am I trying now? I'm trying the chocolate one.
Yeah. The chocolate bark. Popcorn. The popcorn bark.
It's really good.
Right?
I like the salt and the chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right? Isn't it amazing?
Goodness.
What does this go for?
I have $15 for 9 ounces. It comes in that tin, though. The tin's
it's a nice tin.
Yeah. It's a little pricey, but it's really good. I didn't like the popcorn brittle that much. But you guys had the good one first. You didn't have the popcorn.
Are you going to try this one? The brittle?
I'll take a little.
Yeah, try it, right. The warning to please have water with you because the brittle will just jam up your teeth.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. This is thick. Like, there's a lot of...
It's too much of the brittle.
Yeah. Not enough of the popcorn.
There's like, when you have peanut brittle, there's never like big spaces between the peanuts in the brittle. In this, there are just these big gaps where it's literally just that translucent caramel layer.
No, that's bad. I
hate it.
I feel like I need a dentist like right now.
Yeah, no.
Maybe we'll have an ad for a local dentist in our next commercial.
Oh.
Ah.
Yummers.
Well, yeah, it's like inevitable, Bill.
What? It's inevitable? What was that?
I can't even do it.
You know what'll be inedible? The show. The show
It's way too sugary. Like, wow. Yeah.
So hour 2, we got lots of fun stuff coming up. We still gotta do Wonderful World of Psychotic Comments. We have a preview of 2017 Walt Disney World. We're still playing that Star Tours game.
We literally spent, me and Tom, like a half an hour last night talking about how we always go long and always run out of time for things. And here we go. So yeah, Wonderful World of Psychotic Comments. Give us a call also to play the Star Tours game, 407-774-8255. The Magic Band's still up for grabs. And then we got a huge discussion in hour 2, bringing on some of the WDWNT staff, right? And talking about 2017.
Yeah, Avatar, Paddlefish, Planet Hollywood, The Miss Adventure Falls, all that and more.
Celebrating 50 years as Apopka's hometown station. 1520 WBZW. Apopka, Orlando. Community events, financial news, weather, traffic, and more.
A service of Salem Media Group.
Breaking news this hour from townhall.com. I'm Keith Peters. The verdict is death for white supremacist Dylan Roof, who shot and killed 9 black church members at a Bible study at Emmanuel AME Church in Charleston, South Carolina. Roof showed no emotion as the judge officially handed down the death penalty in court today. Family members of the victims did react, however. Roseanne Simmons, the daughter of slain Pastor Daniel Simmons, says her father's grace and dignity should be an example for others.
He extended that hand of friendship and love, even to an enemy, and it cost him his life. So in him dying, facing an enemy, I'm sure we can all live facing ours.
A rough go for Rex Tillerson during confirmation hearings for Secretary of State.
Maryland's Ben Cardin questioning the oil executive's qualifications.
Serving the narrow market-driven interest of Exxon shareholders is not the same as serving the national interests of all the American people.
Florida's Marco Rubio attacking Tillerson's business dealings with Russia and asking if Vladimir Putin is a war criminal for killing civilians in Syria.
I would not use that term.
Tillerson acknowledging Russia does pose a danger.
But it was in the absence of American leadership that this door was left open and unintended signals were sent.
And Tillerson vowing to stand steadfast for American interests, but to find areas of cooperation with Russia when possible.
Capitol Hill correspondent Wally Hines reporting. Residents of Hollister, California were rescued today after floodwaters rushed into 24 homes. San Benito County spokesman Luis Valdez says the county has opened a shelter for people whose homes have been flooded, and they'll try to get them back home soon.
Public Works and Planning is doing inspections to make sure that all the residences can be returned to by the residents themselves. We're making sure they have potable water and electricity.
On Wall Street, the Dow by 98 points, the Nasdaq rose 12, the S&P advanced 6, oil up to $52.25 a barrel. More on these stories at townhall.com.
A good enough dinner isn't good or enough, so plan for great with Plated. Only at Plated.com can you choose from delicious weekly recipes, plus dessert. All the shopping and measuring is done for you and delivered right to your door. Fun step-by-step recipes will have the whole family chopping and stirring. If you go to Plated.com now, you'll get $30 off your first Plated night. Pretty great, right? Plated nights will definitely be your greatest nights. For terms and details, go to Plated.com.
devil possession, and a how-to plan to be set free. GodSaidManSaid.com. The historicity of Jesus Christ. The amazing power of going to church. GodSaidManSaid.com. Dinosaurs and man contemporaneously. Is there life in outer space? God's perfect diet. GodSaidManSaid.com. 21 signs of doomsday. St. Peter's fish. Hours of text and streaming audio. GodSaidManSaid.com.
Welcome back to Tom Said, Nick Said.
Michelle said.
Michelle said. No, I'm joking. Let's not insult the sponsors, maybe. Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. Hour 2 starting now. We're woefully behind schedule, but I'm going to talk about next week's show, which will also probably be woefully behind schedule. Yay! Next week, January 18th, we'll be here with a full review and audio and lots more from the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. Hashtag Artful Epcot. We also have a special edition of The Price is Right that's going to be based around the festival. And special guest Aaron H. Goldberg, the author of The Disney Story, will be joining us live next week on WDW News Tonight, now on FM radio. Yay!
Yay!
Michelle, who brings us WDW News Tonight each and every week?
Well, WDW News Tonight is brought to you by Magical Travel. Magical Travel is an authorized Disney vacation planner and is always ready to assist you in making your next trip to the Walt Disney World Resort, Disneyland Resort, or aboard or aboard the Disney cruise line.
Well, you will go abroad on the Disney.
You can go abroad as well. And they are there to make it even more magical. Right now, experience magic in all 4 Walt Disney World theme parks on 4 separate days with the 4-park magic ticket for only $279 per adult and $259 per child. For more information on this special offer and many more, visit magicaltravel.com and book your next Disney trip today.
All right, very cool. So we're still playing the Star Wars games.
Nobody wants to play this.
Well, a few people did. This one,
well, like you said, there's 120 options, right?
Right.
Can we do is it well, I guess it's multiple choice already.
What if we start when people call in? What if we say at least how many they got right?
Ooh, I kind of
So how
like
about that? So our first contestant said. They said Darth Vader, Tatooine, BB-8, Naboo. In that combination, 2 were correct, which it's a pretty good start.
I'm gonna eat more of this.
Okay, that's a good start.
So the next person said Darth Vader. The next person said Darth Vader, Kashyyyk. Did he say Akbar?
No, Leia.
No, Leia.
By the
Darth
way,
Vader, Kashyyyk, Leia, and then he said Death Star. In that combination, 2 were also correct.
I like Michelle on that mic better as well. By the way, well, she looks better. She looks great. She looks great. Wonderful light, good light right there.
It's luminescent,
and yeah, looks great.
And you can see Tom.
See, yeah.
See, I know a little bit about video production.
Well, no, I could see Tom. I meant. Because I couldn't see you. Well, I couldn't see you when you were on the other mic.
Yeah, but you could see me in the video. Look at me in the back.
Yeah, I have to turn my head over there. It's too hard.
Oh, when I was sitting here.
Yeah, when you were sitting. Right.
Sorry, slow.
It's yeah.
How many medals do you have on now?
Like just the ones from.
I'm taking a picture of
this.
I see a year that's not 2017 on that red band on the front. What are you wearing?
No, I've always had these on under this year because sometimes I wear.
You wear them under. Do you wear them under your shirt?
Sometimes I wear ones from past ones. Just this one's 2015 and 2012.
Why? Why, Nick? Why?
Just to
2012.
2012.
5 years ago.
Well, it complements the other Donald medal that was 5 years ago. You see, so that's just the way it goes.
You look like Mr. T.
And yeah,
for the kids,
I pity
kids
the fool.
look that up.
I'm very proud. I'm very proud of my running. So
maybe a little who's
Sometimes you
the
just add
rapper with
more
the
on.
clock around his neck?
Nick, you
TikTok.
wearing that many medals is psychotic. But you know what else is psychotic? Oh, we're getting a phone call, so I don't even get to do my nice transition.
Maybe they want to play the game.
Forget about that. Let's play this game that doesn't work.
Oh, you want to play? You want to play the game? You know,
yeah, let's do that.
You know, I don't think. Did we play the?
You haven't played the intro.
Oh, let's play the intro. Let's play. So we're playing Race to the Death Star plans.
Star Tours 1401. You are cleared for departure.
1401. That's us.
All right, so we're Race to the Death Star plans, and we're bringing on another contestant tonight. Good evening. What's your name? Hello? You? No. Oh, it didn't. There we go. Got the first one. Got the first button over here.
Welcome to the radio.
Sorry, you forgot his name. Hi, how you doing this evening?
Great.
What was your name again? Phil? Phil, yeah. Phil, you're going to play Race to Death Star plans with us. It's going to be fun. We're going to try to give out this Magic Band 2 featuring Director Krennic. It's Rogue One Magic Band 2. Are you a big Star Tours fan?
Oh, yeah.
You know all the sequences?
I feel pretty good about it.
All right, let's do it. What is your takeoff sequence? Or takeoff?
It goes Vader.
You're going with
Prepare to be boarded, Captain.
I'm afraid there's been a terrible mistake.
All right, and next up, your first destination.
I like Hoth.
You do like the
Rogue Group, use your harpoons and tow cables. Go for the legs. It might be our only chance of stopping them.
Gotta bring down those AT-ATs. Do you say AT-ATs or AT-AT?
AT-AT.
Yeah. All right. Next up, your hologram scene.
I think Leia's it's a favorite.
Good
This is our most desperate hour. Help me start tours. You're my only hope.
All right, now your second destination.
The Death Star is the deal.
Say goodbye, rebel spies.
All right. Well, let's check in with our old pal Jar Jar to see if you want this or not. You can probably already tell. Jar Jar, did Phil get this right?
Well, that smells stinker-whiff.
Oh, stinker-whiff. I guess not.
You got two of them.
Of everybody, you give me Jar Jar. Thanks, guys.
No problem.
Thank you. Thanks for tuning in.
407-774-8255 is the number. Racing for the Death Star plans to win that Magic Band 2.
And he had two right. Yeah. And he had said, what did he say? He said Darth Vader, Hoth, Princess Leia, and
the Death
Star. Yeah, and he had two of those right.
He did. All right. Well, while we're waiting for another contestant at 407-774-8255, let's dive into the wonderful world of psychotic comments.
Presented by the WDWNT Inner Globe Society.
That's right. Michelle, take it away.
I'm trying to figure out where you want me to begin.
At the beginning. Oh, I probably gave you way too much. Just start like you just what's the first page?
Well, the Disney Vacation Club members to get special welcome with each park visit.
Yes.
So this was what the story was.
That's what the story was.
That they're commenting on.
Yes.
And then the person, are we reading their names?
Read it exactly as it is.
All right.
Their names, everything.
Poor Pete writes, "That's right, folks. If you're rich enough to be a DVC member, Disney is your home. If you can't afford one, you're just that loser moocher friend that's always crashing on Disney's couch for a couple days."
Sounds about right.
Is it wrong that when she said poor Pete, I wanted to yell, how poor was he?
Yes.
So poor that he's got to crash on a friend's couch. I was trying. Okay. New welcome show is the post. Cheryl D says Disney is on the road to being the worst, in all caps, theme park running company on earth. Almost every article on this site is about a cutback. Nothing, all caps, new. Nothing, all caps. Their new areas coming are 100% sales oriented. Pandora, Star Wars, Toy Story, and not interest to make. So at least it's not text message.
A lot of them aren't going to be in English, just so you
and
know.
not interest to make the parks fun or even memorable. So not interest to you. Joffrey's Coffee Kiosk to be added to the Magic Kingdom. Annual pass discounts now offered. That's the post. Jane is the poster. Jane says, I like Joffrey's better than Starbucks and Toe. Starbucks and Toe.
Yeah, Toe.
20% is a great touch. But any guess... God, I can't.
See?
But any guess how long before all rides, parades, and attractions are closed and all 4 Florida theme parks are stores, eateries, and meet and greets for characters, ? I'm saying less than 5. What?
Okay.
I don't know what she's saying.
Well, right.
Brad W. in response to Jane, I don't know what you've been drinking, but I guess it isn't Joffrey's coffee. I agree with you, Brad. Way to go.
Joffrey's has alcohol at all the other parks, and I like their alcoholic drinks.
Yeah, Joffrey's is good. They have that good blend. Didn't you get one when we were at
love
Epcot
Joffrey's,
last?
actually, yeah.
Yeah, they're growing. I mean, their alcoholic stuff for the festivals is always amazing. I'm excited about the 4 new things on Friday.
Yeah.
What was that? You had a frozen thing at Epcot, right? A blended
Did you have the
frozen-
elf? Crazy Elf?
Maybe. Yeah.
Crazy Elf
Might
was
have been.
so good. That was their Holidays Around the World drink.
I don't remember what was in it, but yeah, must have been good.
Would you like to hear Beverly's Revenge?
Oh, please.
Beverly's Revenge spices up notorious Epcot beverage with alcohol. Sarah Jacobson says $13 Fort a run and Coke. Fuck it. I'll just go to Costco on my way from the airport and get a case of Coke and a gallon jug of Bacardi for the price of 2 of their drinks. Fort.
Costco, it's where the cost goes, right? That's
Jeff,
their tagline?
in response to Sarah, says, and sit on your couch alone drinking. Sounds fun.
Sorry, Sarah.
Probably better than this show. Rather be on my couch crashing on someone else's couch drinking right now.
I think I'm going to start saying fark it.
I like it.
Because I say fart now, so fark is better.
Well,
I think that's actually a hashtag for the Art Fest.
And good Lord.
Hashtag fark.
Do you want me to keep going?
Please.
I don't know if I can. Okay.
One more.
Magic Kingdom in-park cabana is being offered at a discounted price. We talked about this in the news. LP writes, these things make Disney look like junk. Whoever the executive that came up with these instead of ways to make the park more enjoyable should be shackled in Liberty Square and stoned. Dr. Love says, make one tent the love tent, charge $100 for 15 minutes. Turn the other tent to a mom's breastfeeding tent because they will need it on the next year's vacation after renting the love tent.
All right, you can skip down to skip the next one. We'll do one more. Do the WDW
news?
Tonight. Yeah, returns.
Okay.
Yeah.
WDW News Tonight returns January 11th, now on FM radio. Craig said, announcer Michelle Wargo? Didn't she last for one episode?
Yes, but she is back. Back
Thanks,
and better
Craig.
than ever.
But people remembered you.
Yay!
Now, as you can imagine, we haven't done the show. We had a live show since Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
so we had
Thanksgiving
a lot of stuff for me to go. We still have more. We'll do more comments next week, of course, as always. But I had so many to get together this
You have a
week.
reservoir of them now.
So much. Hey, guys, we got 2 more contestants on the line to play our Star Wars Race for the Death Star plans. So we're going to bring on Chad right now. Good evening, Chad. You're gonna play some Star Tours game with us here, huh?
Let's do this, yeah.
I think you got this. I have a good feeling about this. All right, so we got to pick the sequence as we have it down here on this wonderful piece of paper I have in front of us. So where would you like to start? Which takeoff sequence would you like?
Let's go with Vader.
All right, Darth Vader.
Had to be boarded, Captain.
I'm afraid there's been a terrible mistake.
All right, now your first destination.
All right, I think it's Kashyyyk.
Go see some Wookiees. How about the hologram transmission?
Let's do Leia.
This is our most desperate hour. Help me, Star Tours. You're my only hope.
And your final destination.
All right, this is the one I'm not sure about, but let's do Coruscant.
They're not going the wrong way. We are, you nitwit.
I don't think anyone picked that one yet. Well, let's check in with Obi-Wan Kenobi and see if you got this right. Obi-Wan, how did Chad do?
You were the chosen one.
I love that.
Sorry about that, Chad.
Oh, well.
Not going to get the magic. I appreciate you playing tonight.
Thank you. Have a great night, guys.
All right.
Thanks for listening. He had one. Just one.
He did. He was very confident too.
And he was the chosen one, but no.
He was supposed to lead us out of the segment, not make it continue.
All right, Jonathan, let's see if the force is with you and if you could get this sequence for us. Jonathan, where would you like to start? Which sequence would you like to start with?
We'll start with Vader.
Prepare to be boarded, Captain.
I'm afraid there's been a terrible mistake.
All right, everybody start with Vader. What's your first destination?
Hoth.
Rogue group, use your harpoons and tow cables. Go for the legs. It might be our only chance of stopping them.
Go for the legs. Have to go for the legs.
Sweep the leg.
Hologram transmission.
Akbar. By now you know that your star speeder is carrying an agent vital to our rebel cause.
All right, and your final destination.
Death Star. Say goodbye, rebel spies.
All right, let's check in with Master Yoda and see how you did, Jonathan. Yoda, did he get this right?
No. That is why you fail.
He had 3 right.
He did.
So we're getting real close.
Very close. Well, thank you for playing tonight, Jonathan. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys.
All right, we're still looking to give out that Rogue One MagicBand 2 to the lucky winner tonight. Star Tours Race to the Death Star plans. And you're right, you got 3 out of 4 right. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I think we're narrowing it down for people out there. Give us a call, 407-774-8255. That's 407-774-8255. And we'll get you on. All right. Did we do all the ads we needed to do?
Let's take a quick commercial break, and then when we come back, we have our 2017 preview segment. We're going to bring on the whole gang and preview the year ahead when we come back.
Which one did you miss, Michelle?
We didn't do the sponsor of the Wonderful World.
Let's do the sponsor.
Who brought us the Wonderful World of Psychotic Comments?
Well, Tom, I'm glad you asked. The Wonderful World of Psychotic Comments is brought to you by WIGS, the WDWNT Inner Globe Society. Support WDWNT and get access to exclusive content that you just can't find anywhere else. For more information, how do you say this?
Patreon.
Thank you. Go to patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com and click the Patreon link. Join the WIGs and help make WDWNT happen through Patreon.
We live in an unpredictable world. On any given day, you could find yourself in a state of emergency. Are you prepared? In a crisis, your number one need will be food, but not just any food. Survival food is more important today than ever before, says Frank Bates from 4 Patriots, a leader in self-reliant products. Natural disasters, terrorist attacks, and other threats can make obtaining sufficient food impossible in an emergency. Don't take chances. You need to have a supply of non-perishable survival food good for 25 years on hand in case of emergency. And now you can. Because right now, 72-hour survival food kits are being given away free to listeners, but only while supplies last. This 72-hour survival kit has 16 servings of delicious food rated for 25 years of storage. It sells to the general public for $27 plus shipping, but it's yours free if you act now. Just cover the $9.95 shipping. To get your free supply, go to freefood4.com right now. That's freefood4.com. freefood4.com.
Medicare rules are confusing. They should be. There are over 130,000 pages of regulations. There's Part A through D, Medicare Advantage, and Medigap. According to the CMS, there are government programs available that can help you pay for your medical expenses. Choosing the right Medicare plan is a really big deal. The wrong choice can cost you a lot of money, and the right choice can put more money in your pocket. Call one of our licensed representatives today. At 65 Plus Medicare, our free service can show you a plan that will maximize your Medicare benefits, ensure you are taking advantage of all available government assistance programs, and save you money. Plus, call right now and get a free report on how to avoid costly Medicare mistakes. Call now.
800-884-9325. 800-884-9325. 800-884-9325. That's 800-884-9325.
Great minds throughout human history have praised simplicity, Leonardo da Vinci and Albert Einstein among them. Most of us would have learned the simplicity lesson in school in some form of the KISS method, or keep it simple. The purpose, don't overcomplicate things. It only confuses people. This is Ron Trzynski of the Original Mattress Factory, and we strive to make purchasing a mattress as simple as possible. We build mattresses and box springs in our own local factory and sell them direct to you at everyday low prices that are clearly marked. No middleman markups, no changing product names to confuse you, And definitely no phony sales or so-called freebies that deceive you into thinking you are getting a deal. Those ads touting a free box spring with the purchase of a mattress or free 5-year financing may appeal to the senses, but don't benefit you, the consumer. So if you are shopping for a mattress, remember to keep it simple and save. Check out an original mattress store near you and experience more than just a mattress store. Experience an original.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. We are live on 105.5 FM here in Orlando. The Answer, AM 660, AM 1520 WBZW. That's Nick LoCicero clanging around in there. We're live on listen.wdwnt.com, WDWNT, the app, and on YouTube. Thank you for joining us. It's great to be back for a whole new season of WDW News Tonight.
Guess what, Tom?
Guess what?
We have somebody that wants that Magic Band.
All right, let's play.
All right, we're bringing on Alex to play Star
Give us
Tours.
some of that intro music again. You made that beautiful piece. Let's hear it at least once.
It is a good piece.
Star Tours, 1401, you are cleared for departure.
1401, that's us.
I do hope to get to play my U1 piece of audio that I have here. Let's see if Alex can get us to do that. Alex, how well do you know Star Tours? You know it pretty well?
Yeah, pretty well.
All right, very good. Very good. And you want that Magic Band. You want to be wearing that Magic Band next time you head over to Walt Disney World, I bet.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, why not? Exactly. That's the enthusiasm I like to hear. When we play our game. Now, Alex, you know, this is a great Magic Band 2. Do you know everything you could do with a Magic Band 2?
I don't know.
So you can go buy a tiny screwdriver and then you can take this out.
All right, here we go. If you've been listening to the game, you know how this is played?
Yep.
Think you have it narrowed down? All right, here we go. What do you want for your takeoff sequence, Vader or the probe droid?
All right, give me Vader.
Prepare to be boarded, Captain.
I'm afraid there's been a terrible mistake.
All right, first destination.
Oh.
Rogue group, use your harpoons and tow cables. Go for the legs. It might be our only chance of stopping them.
People like to hear Luke talk about bringing down some AT-ATs. How about the hologram transmission?
BB-8.
All right, and your final destination.
Death Star.
The Death Star.
Say goodbye, rebel spies.
All right, we're going to check in with our old friend Padme Amidala to see if you won tonight. Hey, Padme, did Alex win the game?
You're wrong.
Oh, you're wrong, Alex.
Oh, those are amazing. Alex, you only got 2, so we're back down to 2 right.
All right, well, Alex, thanks for playing tonight. Appreciate you listening. Yeah, he's like, whatever, guys.
Game's stupid. I don't like this game.
Well, take your own game and go home and play.
How many medals do you have on now?
Well, just the
There's more.
1, 2, 3.
Well, you got the 5K and the 10K.
4, 5, 6.
And the 5K from 2 years ago, and the 5K from 3 years
8,
ago.
9. How many do you have?
And the Goofy Challenge. You know, I did the Goofy.
All right, we don't have time for this. We don't have time for this. It's now time for our in-depth discussion, of course, brought to you by WDWNT, the app. We're going to be looking forward to 2017. So joining myself and Michelle and Nick this evening from around the WDWNT.com websites and podcasts, we have David Smith.
Hello there.
We get these. No, that's Jason Diffendahl. But he's also joining us.
There you go.
There's David Smith.
There's David.
We got Jason. We got Ron Deanna.
Hello.
And Ashley Jasmer.
Hello.
All right, folks, let's not waste any time. We're going to be looking at all the things that we know for sure are coming to the Walt Disney World Resort in 2017. Let's start with the completion of Disney Springs, which will include a couple of new restaurants. We have the Paddlefish, the Planet Hollywood Observatory, which has been the point of a lot of controversy so far. The Polite Pig, which is a sister restaurant to a very famous Orlando establishment, the Ravenous Pig. And also Wine Bar George are all going to be coming in the next year as well.
I thought it was Wine Bar Jacques.
No, it's not Wine Bar Jacques. It's Wine Bar George. Thank you, man, with a green sheet behind him.
Hey, I'm still working on my green screen.
Also, the Edison. We're going to have the Edison next year as well. What does everybody think about this group Does Disney Springs need these 5 places at this point? Do we have enough yet? What are the feelings? I know Planet Hollywood has been a point of much contention because of the Guy Fieri menu and the milkshakes that are kind of a ripoff of the Toothsome Chocolate Emporium.
Well, at this rate, Planet Hollywood's going to barely open in 2017 anyway, so I'm not really going to worry about it so much.
Well, Paddlefish was delayed too. Paddlefish was supposed to be fall, and didn't happen.
Yeah, I wouldn't say they need them, other than the fact that they need something in those locations because they're pretty much eyesores right now. So, yeah, they need something in there. I'm not terribly excited about either one of these. I think that the best restaurants are already there, and I don't see these taking any of those out of the equation.
I think Polite Pig might be
There's a chance.
Okay, I'm excited for Polite Pig, and I'm curious to see the Edison. I don't know if excited is the right word, but
I'm like contortionists.
What happens?
That was a serious question because that's what it is.
What?
For real?
There's contortionists, yeah, and all kinds of weird acts like that.
I'm cautiously optimistic. At least they're trying something genuinely different.
It's entertainment, and that's something that is kind of not at a lot of these places. You got a DJ at SDK, which apparently no one in Orlando likes. And what else is there?
You've been, right, Michelle?
Yeah,
and
I've been 3 times.
Yeah.
I'm going again this weekend.
Oh, boy.
Got live music at Raglan Road, and is there really any other venues that have anything live going on?
I mean, Jock Lindsay's patio kind of does because there's the stage right there, and you hear it very clearly. But I mean, it's not direct. Boathouse has live music, in the evenings, which is really
Everywhere you walk in Disney Springs, every 5 feet, there's somebody performing.
It's true. Yeah.
Edison and Wine
But
Bar.
Edison is kind of built just as a live entertainment venue, primarily, which a lot of the other ones are primarily restaurants.
I think the wine bar is something a little different, can cater to a certain audience that may be going to Disney Springs for some of those new shops that are there. So I could actually see that fitting in.
People that are going to
well.
Lily Pulitzer, yeah.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
Looking for Nick as Housewives. You can say it. It's okay.
And I think I'm excited for the Polite Pig. I think that there's probably going to be some really good food and beverages there, honestly, knowing what the other restaurants here in Orlando bring.
Have either of you been to the Ravenous Pig?
I finally was there not too long ago because I've been wanting ever since this brought it to my attention. I was like, okay, I've heard of that place. I need to go there. Really good. Excellent drinks. Great drink selection. Really
Where is it?
Good food. Winter Park. Winter Park, I guess it would be. Yeah.
Very famous. Like I had been told by some people who've lived here for a while before this was even announced about Ravenous.
Mm-hmm. So. I like the idea of paddlefish. I don't know how often I'd actually go there, but I'm interested in another seafood place.
I'm intrigued by paddlefish. I'm curious if Fulton's can kind of. Oh, I'm going to make a terrible pun. Turn the boat around.
Oh,
yeah, there it is.
Very nice. That was nice.
That was it.
I approve.
One FM show and I'm out. That's it.
Love it.
Turn the boat around. Yeah.
Planet Hollywood I care less about, but honestly,
Guy Fieri, the donkey sauce jokes just don't stop. They haven't stopped yet.
If they do it right, like if it actually is an interesting menu, Planet Hollywood does not interest me at all.
There's something that's served in like a wireframe rooster that they showed this week.
The menus at his other places just seem like Fridays run by frat boys.
So I've gone to the Guy Fieri restaurant in New York City.
Which one? Which is his restaurant in New York City?
It's somewhere in Times Square, right?
It's in Times Square, yeah.
Yeah, Fridays, right?
No, I forget what it's called now. I was there like a year and a half.
That's what it's called.
It's Guy Fieri's. It's right there on 44th still.
Oh, is it called Guy Fieri's?
Okay. Yeah.
So I went there about 2 years ago. I was in New York on work and having a conversation with one of my coworkers who said, why do people even go there? It's like they read a review in the New York Times about how terrible it was, and I said, I'd be willing to go there to check it out. Since I'm on an expense account, on a work trip, I could just go and check it out and not feel bad that I wasted my money. So I went and then reported back the next day to everyone at work. I had a bacon mac and cheese burger. So it was like a cheeseburger.
Sounds good.
With macaroni and cheese and bacon on top. It sounded
Disney
good.
counter service restaurants have done that at this point.
The whole thing fell apart when I first picked it up.
Well, yeah, it's got mac and cheese on it.
It was. It was like
but I mean,
for the restaurant.
Right. So
nice.
This is the problem: is that if you're having a restaurant where you're charging like $22 for a burger, and it falls apart, and you can get the same thing at a Disney counter service restaurant for $10, there's a bit of a problem, I think. So that's kind of where the whole Guy Fieri restaurant for me is the food was mediocre and way overpriced, and there's plenty of good places in New York City to eat, so why would I waste my time to go there?
So you've pretty much explained what Planet Hollywood was and will be at Disney Springs.
I mean,
there's lots of good things.
Argument.
Why would you eat there? But people will.
That's the same exact argument you could make for that restaurant at Disney Springs. Absolutely. There's plenty of good places within walking distance. I mean, you're in Times Square, so you might have to go a little further to find a good one in New York. But in Disney Springs, you're within walking distance of other good ones. So that's what I'm thinking.
Can it be worse than Planet Hollywood already was, though?
That'd be a challenge.
I mean, I just want to see
if Guy Fieri is going to be more expensive.
And the desserts come garnished with Tums, I hope.
So it can be as bad as Planet Hollywood was, but more expensive.
I mean, he's not even known for any of his cooking shows. That's the thing. He's known for going to other people's places.
He's known for donkey sauce. That's all he's known. That and Flavor Town.
His frosted tips.
Flavor Town.
He's known for that.
Yeah, that's true.
I get him and Joey Fatone mixed up.
Joey Fatone sells hot dogs at least.
He does.
Yeah, those are probably edible though.
Fat ones.
Yeah,
I've actually tried them. We got they sent some over to TPC when I was working there on opening day. That was kind of cool. Yeah, they were decent. They weren't bad.
Nice.
Joey Fatone was on a Disney cruise that I was on a couple of years ago.
Thanks, Jason, for the always relevant facts.
Joey
Thank you.
Fatone fact.
Joey Fatone ran in the Disney marathon that I ran in.
Are you wearing that medal right now? Because you're wearing like every medal that you own.
I think it might have been that one. Yeah.
Do you guys see this? Are you looking at this?
Can I continue, please?
You can.
All right, let's move on to our next talking point for next year, or this year, I should say. It's 2017 already. Longer Epcot festivals and the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. #Heartful Epcot. Of course, this year and starting on Friday, we're going to have that Epcot International Festival of the Arts, but also we have a 75-day long food and wine festival and an extended flower and garden as well this year. What does everybody think about this this new festival and these expanded festivals? Of course, holidays around the world also now has food booths. So
anything to distract us from Future World, I guess.
If they're using this as a filler till they start putting some stuff in, which Chapek says is coming, that's fine. But if they're just going to keep relying on this to keep people in that park, it can't keep going no matter how long they extend this stuff. It's going to be a point where there's not enough there. So I
kind of think it can run, simply because look at what happened with Osborne Lights. Osborne Lights was put into that park, and it kept drawing people back every year for 20 years. They made it longer and longer. They didn't, the last couple years, they didn't really add much, and it was still jam-packed every single night. And people were very upset when they announced it was going to go away. So I think Epcot could. I don't think it's necessarily a good idea, but I think Epcot, if 6+ months out of the year, there's some sort of festival with food and wine booths, Epcot could last on that alone for a number of years before people realize, hey, there used to be rides here, and where are they?
I don't know. I think the difference was, Osborne pulled people in at night. I don't think people were spending the whole day there.
No,
I think
that's true.
People, it was a way to sell park hoppers to get people there at night. I mean, but look at what they had before. They had all the different weekends besides Star Wars, and they cut those back over time.
Yeah,
Super Soap and ESPN.
So on that note, do you think they should keep extending the festivals that they have, or try adding in new festivals?
Well, they've got this artsy one, but then I mean, they still do Festival of the Masters at Downtown Disney, right?
No, they don't. It's been gone.
They don't.
Yeah, that's
for
gone.
3 years now.
No, I think
So
this is a good replacement for that.
It is.
I was going to say, so this artsy festival could certainly replace that, and maybe it will become that in a year or two or something if it works well. So I think they'll add new ones. I mean, you can't extend food and wine into
the only
summer.
season left is summer now, so they'd have.
I like
to
this
figure
art
out-
festival idea.
Yeah,
I
it
think
seems
it
like
sounds
it's gonna be
cool.
fun.
Yeah,
You know,
check it out.
I agree with Michelle. I think pound for pound, they have developed something that feels like they have developed. Someone doesn't have.
Somebody got a text message.
They've developed something that, from top to bottom, is really something special. Like, it's not like Food and Wine. Obviously, is based around food and wine. So in the building, you have the seminars, and they're selling, cooking stuff, and the Flower and Gardens feels a little weird. And then they have the booths, and there's topiaries, but then there's a couple seminars about doing stuff in the garden. Here's a festival that's about the arts. And not only are they doing these paid seminars, but all around World Showcase, there's an origami class in Japan, and they're doing Animation Academy and Interventions, and all the different countries have these different things. You could learn different art styles from those countries, but then there's also food booths, and then there's also a Broadway concert series. From
excited.
top to bottom, this lineup is spectacular. I don't see how this fails, and I don't see how this doesn't end up being, at least for me, my favorite festival.
It's just weekends?
It is Fridays through Mondays. I mean, they're also doing artist signings and product releases with Disney artists. And
Are the food booths going to be available during the week, or are those going to be closed?
Just Friday through Monday, 11 to 9.
And I think I like this idea much better than just extending the current festivals. I think I would like to see them do more of these specialty type events, and rather than just extending current stuff, because I do like the variety that this brings into the park.
Yep.
And I think an art festival really does fit with Epcot.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, for the locals who, jam-pack food and wine on the first weekend or whatever, and, go a couple times during the festival, or, maybe 10 times or 20 like Tom, during the course of the festival, I think having something different is going to attract the locals back too, which is
That's why
maybe
I'm
something
excited.
that they're kind of sensing is
Yep.
that, we can extend food and wine, but the locals are still only going to come X number of days, no matter how long the festival is. But here's something new to pique
Get
the
you to
interest.
come again. Yeah, true. Definitely.
Being a normal, well-adjusted human being, Michelle,
Mhm.
how many times do you think you would go to this festival?
Probably 3.
Okay.
I guess it depends on the rundown. I haven't looked at any of some of the stuff that you were mentioning. I just got the thing in the mail today that the pass holders got.
I got that card in the mail today too. Actually, I was like,
Yeah.
oh, they mailed a card just for this festival.
Well, I think the important part is kind of like they have the concerts where you change up the musical acts. Here,
Yeah.
you're changing up the Broadway show. So
Yeah,
you're changing up the
I'm excited
entertainment.
about
Right.
that.
So
Yeah.
each weekend you go, you can see a different part of entertainment and different art, because they're going to have different artists and more artwork released each and every week.
The signing
So,
lineups are ridiculous. It's
yeah.
a ton of people every weekend.
It's going to be exciting.
That's
Yeah.
exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah. So at least 3, Tom, to answer your question.
How many weekends total is it? Would that be 6? I know. I'm thinking of the dates. And it's not 7, is
Oh,
it?
Stop!
That'd
Stop!
be
Let me
ridiculous.
look.
7?
See, now she's got it already.
Yeah.
Look at it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh.
Maybe next year they'll extend to 7.
All right, guys, before we move on to the next one in the list, all night long we've been playing Star Tours Race for the Death Star Plans, trying to let one of our listeners win this Magic Band 2 with Director Krennic on it, or limited edition Rogue One Magic Band. And we have Ashley on the line now, and Ashley wants to try to win this Magic Band, don't you, Ashley?
I do.
It's a really nice Magic Band. When's your next trip to Walt Disney World?
It's actually the second week of February. We're going for my daughter's first birthday.
And you could have this Magic Band in time for that.
That would be fantastic.
That would be. Have you been listening tonight?
I have.
All right. So you might have been able to narrow it down a little bit into which sequence. So. Yeah. So let's go. Let's see what we could do. Which takeoff sequence would you like, Vader or the probe droid?
Vader.
Prepare to be boarded, Captain.
I'm afraid there's been a terrible mistake.
All right. First destination.
Tatooine.
Gotta check those pod races out. All right, which hologram transmission would you like?
Akbar.
By now you know that your star speeder is carrying an agent vital to our rebel cause.
I think Tom could do a better Akbar, by the way. And all right, final destination. Let's see what you got here.
The Death Star.
The Death Star. All right, let's see if you got it.
Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
We did it! Yay!
Most impressive. Good.
You
must be very proud.
All right, excellent job, Ashley. You got the sequence correct.
You're going home with this Rogue One Magic Band 2. It has a lot of numbers in the name.
Rogue One Magic Band 2.
Yes, it's all yours. Yay!
Oh, thank you.
I'm so excited. Yeah, you'll have that in time for your trip as long as Nick gets to the post office tomorrow.
Oh my gosh, fantastic. Thank you so much.
Now Nick has put himself in that hole.
Not a problem. No,
Our
we'll
next
get there.
game is Nick LoCicero Race to the post office. which block did he take first? All right.
These medals though might weigh me down. You know, I'll be wearing them on my way to the
it's
post
getting
office.
ridiculous in here, Tom. You
so-
probably can't see from where you're at, but
here.
Yeah.
So, all right, Ashley, hold on the line for me. I'll get your information. We'll get that out to you.
Wonderful. Thank you so much.
All right,
Way
thank
to
you.
go. That's fabulous.
Yeah, somebody did it there. You go for everybody in the chat. There's 120 Pasha.
I got 96
Can't
from
win if you don't try.
Ron said there was 96. I trust Ron.
It's 2, 4, 4, 3, right?
Yes.
By the way, really quick, just because we didn't hear from them, we also had Lando standing by,
No, not actually.
and and of course Mr. Vader. But what did you think the best was? Obviously this one.
No, you have lost.
That was my favorite. Now in the movie, that line is so stupid, but in the game, like, no, you have lost. It's just so perfect. We should just use that for that should be our new losing sound effect. No, you have
done.
All right. We're quickly running out of time, so I want to run through the next 2 or 3 very quickly if we can. Other things coming this year. Star Tours will feature a scene from Episode 8 at some point later in the year. We don't really need to talk about that yet. Jason, maybe we'll talk about this one real quick. The Copper Creek Villas and Cabins at Disney's Wilderness Lodge Resort. This will be a brand new resort that include plans for deluxe villas and unique waterfront cabins, and other enhancements, of course, will include there is a new bar and grill in addition to a quick service restaurant. It's going to be out there by the Hidden Springs Pool, which is part of the Boulder Ridge Villas at Disney's Wilderness Lodge. Scheduled to open in summer 2017. Jason, what do you think about these?
I mean, Wilderness Lodge is the smallest DVC resort. So additional capacity at Wilderness Lodge, I think, is sorely needed. That was a lot of the reasoning behind building there next. And Wilderness Lodge is a great resort. I love staying there. I stayed there twice, but in the past couple of years, it's been really hard to get a reservation there because it's such a small resort. Yeah. So I'm glad. I think this is a great addition. It's a perfect place to build. You've got the waterfront. You've got the waterfront rooms that don't block the view of anything. They don't have a view of anything either, but that's okay. But all in all, I think it's great. I'm very excited for this, and maybe we'll try to stay there soon.
Oh, can I add a news update that has nothing to do with what you were talking about?
Of course.
Sure, because I was on a cruise with Joey Fatone once.
Well, my friend posted Wide World of Sports is hosting the women's football national team tryouts January 21st through the 24th. And then on January 25th is the women's World Football Games.
Yeah, right with this Pro Bowl weekend, I think.
Yeah. So thank you for bringing that to our attention.
There you go.
Gotta go see that. We gonna go cover that, Tom?
Sure. I'm sending you.
All right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be busy with something that weekend, and so I will be sending you. Anyway, moving on. Misadventure Falls, Disney's Typhoon Lagoon Water Park is that new water. We talked about that already. That new water raft ride. Pretty exciting. I'm almost afraid to say this one. Rivers of Light at Disney's Animal Kingdom. Remember this, kids?
What's the over-under on that one?
I don't know what's going to make it. It's like Pandora versus Rivers at this point. What's going to open first?
Star Wars Land.
Yeah. So there's that. And we've talked about Rivers, I think, enough at this point. I want to talk about Avatar the last couple minutes we have here because it's finally here, folks. Pandora, the World of Avatar, we know for sure will open in the summer of 2017. This is a big deal. Of course, 2 more rides added to Animal Kingdom, which is a huge deal. The park does not have a lot of ride-through attractions. So the Navi River Journey and the Flight of Passage attraction, which now we've seen a little bit more of on the Disney Parks Magical Christmas Celebration show. We got to see them riding inside of the River Journey ride, which looks incredible. I think they're on to something there. And then, of course, we saw our first glimpse at the wacky new Soarin'-esque ride system they're doing for Flight of Passage. So both of those, of course, look ridiculous. Never mind the crazy restaurant. We've got the Satuli Canteen, which is going to have alien food, which, again, something we've never really seen before. You got Pongu Pongu, which is a drink kiosk with a design as eclectic as its expat owner. And then, of course, we've seen, of course, the Wind Trader store. And there will be much, much more. The bioluminescence, the interactive plants, all this and more coming to Animal Kingdom this summer. What does everybody think? We've seen a lot more now than we saw a couple months ago. So everybody still feel the same on this? Or?
I've been defending the project since day one because why I don't think Avatar is a great movie. I think what it did well and what costed its story was it spent so much time world building. And that's the real strength of that, and that's what's going to translate well into a theme park environment. And from everything I've seen, they've completely nailed it. Everything just looks incredible. Now, the ride experiences, we don't really know yet, but the hints we've seen really show that they might not be the biggest draws on their own as Super E tickets, but like thrill rides, but combined with the environments around them, this looks like it's going to be a big hit even for people who've never seen the movie.
Yeah, I agree. I'm definitely excited for this, and I think it's going to do well because I think the majority of people are going to be able to not be tied necessarily to the intellectual property aspects of this and just go in and enjoy this as a theme park land and with all the associated attractions and theming. I think that's going to make it better than anything that we've seen in Animal Kingdom to date, and better than a lot of stuff that we've seen in any other park to date. So I'm excited to see what they do.
I agree. And I would almost argue that the delays at this point have been of benefit to them because people won't remember the movie or haven't seen it.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Positive spin on it.
Original, even though we know it's not, it will seem at least completely original.
But he has 3 sequels being filmed back to back to back. Don't be ridiculous.
Well, I'm not saying that will last long, but at least when it initially opens, the awe will be there. And I think it will be, I think it's going to be gorgeous, and I'm very excited for it. I still maintain that I wish they would have picked a Disney property. I don't know that you could have picked a Disney property that would translate as well as Pandora clearly does to a theme park, but I do think it's going to be amazing when it finally does open. So you can't fault them for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really excited for this. Again, I could care less about the film series in any way, shape, or form, but every preview we've seen, and every time I look at those floating mountains, or every time our helicopter flies over and we get a look at it, it just looks more and more impressive. I'm really, really excited for this. I think they're onto something. I think Animal Kingdom, walking around Animal Kingdom, you can feel this potential right now, and even just looking at, I know our early review of Rivers of Light wasn't overly positive, but they've had a couple months still since then to work on it. And just seeing the lantern floats float out the other night was really neat. So between that and staring at Pandora and it nearing completion, there's kind of this feeling of this is all going to finally come together this summer, at least we hope.
I know you kind of joked about it there, but I mean, honestly, seeing it in person from up there, I mean, it is jaw dropping. I mean, the space looks amazing, and the pictures don't even do it close to justice. It looks absolutely incredible down there. I think it'll be a very, very, for lack of a better way to put it, magical place to walk through. I really think it's going to be amazing.
I'm excited about all the luminescence.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a special place. I really do.
Yeah, and Ashley makes a great point. Because of the distance we have from the original film, the sequels can't hurt this land, really. I mean, the only thing they can do is help it. Even if the sequels are complete trash and do nothing at the box office, it's not going to really have that big of an impact on attendance and popularity of this particular land, just because of the timing of when it's going to open versus when those sequels come out.
Between this and Rivers, I think it's going to be a very positive year at Animal Kingdom, as opposed to what was a very negative year at Animal Kingdom last year. I think things will be good. But all right, well, that's going to do it for our 2017 preview. Thank you, illustrious panel. As always, we'll see you all again next week. And, of course, that our weekly in-depth discussion is brought to you by WDWNT, the app. Michelle, tell them about the app.
I don't have that piece of paper.
You don't
so
have that
I
piece
can't
of
tell you about
paper.
it.
I'm going to run the piece of paper.
I've got Theme Park Connection.
Should be the last page. There you go. You got it.
Thank you.
There you go.
Oh, here we
Ran
go.
out of paper again.
WDW News Tonight is brought to you by WDWNT, the app, the official mobile application for WDW News Today. This app brings you all the latest Disney Parks news, WDWNT.com podcasts, including WDW News Tonight, streamed right to your mobile device, park hours, videos, as well as the ability to listen and chat live on the go with the very show and many others with this very show. So there you go. Download the app today for iOS, Android, and Amazon devices by searching for WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com for more information. WDWNT, the app, bringing the worldwide leader in Disney Parks news anywhere you want it.
The dust of 100 years awaits Indiana Jones as he examines the abandoned ruins of a once great civilization. No one has seen these sites for decades, as it has been guarded by a terrible curse.
Might as well grab a few things to bring back to the museum.
Can I help you, sir?
Oh!
Calm down, sir. I'm just trying to take your drink order.
Drink order? In these abandoned ruins?
Sir, this is STK Orlando.
What?
It's a restaurant.
But there's no one in it. And the sign just has 3 nondescript letters.
Yeah, no one's looked directly into our interior in weeks.
Comedy Warehouse is now a steakhouse. Catch the all-new STK Orlando, part of Disney Springs at the Walt Disney World Resort. The attendance problems are real.
There's not even snakes in here.
All right, now to find out who hates Tom. You ready for this?
Hold on a second.
What's up? What's up?
What is that orange strap?
Where? On me?
Is that you wearing a tower?
Oh,
that
wow.
place doesn't even exist anymore.
Nick.
The tower.
Hold on a second.
Tower goes up and down.
Nick.
I
wanted to run that one, by the way, but they got rid of it.
Past the Tower of Terror when we.
Hold on a second.
Oh,
1,
Tom is now in the studio.
2.
Don't scratch them.
You're wearing all of them, you idiot. 3.
I should
4,
Facebook Live
5,
this next time.
6, 7.
That tickles.
7.
8.
Don't ding them together. Careful
9,
with the food and
10,
wine one. It has the little
11.
What are you wearing? 14?
Nick is wearing 14.
14? That's 2 times 7.
I'm very proud of my medal.
7?
Yeah, 7.
All right, let's find out who hates Tom Corless. New security screening procedures in place at the Magic Kingdom. Hannah wrote, I couldn't finish this article. The grammar was too awful. One who knits wrote, is this a real review? The typos in grammar made it hard to
Which
read.
review is this?
The new security procedures.
Oh, I wrote that on my phone.
New menu at Tony's Town Square in the Magic Kingdom. John Eric wrote in, your entire article is out of date as of a month ago. You couldn't have visited since maybe October or November.
Wait, what was that?
Tony's Town Square.
That's the current menu.
The Express Bus article. Tim wrote in, surveys asking about changes are never definitive answers as much as Tom tries to clickbait people based on them. Also in the Express Bus article, Craig wrote in, quick note, the plural bus, B-U-S, is buses, B-U-S-E-S, not buses, B-U-S-S-E-S. Sorry, my mother was a language teacher, so I can't help myself on these type of things. There can only be one, wrote in 21st century English, buses, B-U-S-E-S, is the preferred plural of the noun bus. B-U-S-S-E-S, buses, appears occasionally in dictionaries listed as a secondary
Yeah, I was right on
spelling.
buses.
But it's been out of favor for over a century, Tom.
What is that drop you keep playing? I can't even understand it.
It's Hayden Christensen. I hate you. Steve Late, Tom
It just sounds
Corless.
like rah, rah, rah.
By the way, that whole buses debate went on for like 18 posts. That's
Yeah,
what
I
made,
even jumped in on that one.
that's what made me poke my eyes out. Yeah, it was crazy.
Anyway, that's going to do it for our first FM radio show. Thank you, everybody. We appreciate you joining. Michelle, welcome back.
Thanks.
And remember, kids, we're only just getting started. That's my attempt to do Aerosmith. Good night.
I seriously can't turn my neck in any direction, by the way,
Well,
guys.
good. You deserve it.
Those 13 medals.
14.
When can we do this again?
Celebrating 50 years as Apopka's hometown station. 1520 WBZW. Apopka, Orlando. Community events, financial news, weather, traffic, and more.
A service of Salem Media Group.